Hello all, my name is Holly and I will be the English teacher for this hour. The topic we are going to go over today is on discussions. It is a business English discussion topic, and what we will do is we will look at linking words to help structure an argument. And then we will start discussing different topics. Let me show you exactly what we'll be doing. Bear with me a moment. Okay, so we'll first have a warm-up discussion, then we will read some different text and look at how you can structure an argument. Then after that, we will look at different phrases that you can use while you structure an argument. We will do a gap fill exercise, putting in the right phrases that we just learned into the exercise. And then we will put these more phrases into the correct place. And then we will start discussing. So we will have different discussions. And so that is the plan for today. And so I hope to work with you all, and whoever is signing up for this class, I appreciate it. Hi, Alibek, how are you today? Hello, Alibek, are you there?
Yes, good morning, Holly. Yes, I'm here.
Morning. Now, is it about 8 a.m. there now?
Now it's 11 a.m.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I need to look on a map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holly,
yes.
I want to tell you. I'm sorry, but maybe in the half of the lesson I have to quit you.
Oh, okay. I'm
sorry for that.
That's fine. It's okay. I think you're probably working, so you might have.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
But your class is something that I just expecting every morning. So.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, this class I think will actually be good for you, and so make sure that you download the worksheet, because it has because of the type of work that you do. It has on the worksheet, it has different phrases and things like that to link to help with arguments and stuff like that. So we'll be talking about structuring an argument a little bit today. So that might be something that would help you in your job. Do you speak English with your work?
No, not at all.
Oh, you don't? Okay, so I guess it wouldn't. But if you ever needed to, so this would be it's something you would do. But anyway, yeah. So now, do you guys celebrate Christmas in Kazakhstan?
Not as only on your way, because you're a Catholic or Protestant
Christian.
Christians, yes. But here in Kazakhstan we have a lot of Russians, so they celebrate at the very beginning, at the January, their own Christmas. But we only celebrating the New Year Eve, New Year. So,
okay. Yeah, it's interesting because there are some countries that, even though even 10, 15 years ago, they said, no, we don't celebrate Christmas, and now you ask them and they say, oh yeah, we do. So, hi Heidi, how are you today?
Hello, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
But it's very cold.
Is it very cold?
Yeah. Before I went to the supermarket, by the condo, there is a small pond. Have ice.
Wow. So what time is it? I mean, first of all, what time is it in
Now it's
Japan?
2 p.m.
2 p.m. Okay. And how cold is it?
So it means they're still keeping ice, maybe negative.
It's probably freezing. It's probably minus. Is it -5 maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Wow. So I was talking to one of the Verbling students earlier today, who's up in Regina, Canada, and he was telling me that it was -15.
Wow.
So,
But usually this place is quite warm. We don't have any snow regularly, but it's very special.
Mm-hmm. So you guys are going through a cold spell, though, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Now,
Yeah.
cold air stream came from Russia, and it extended over Japan. Many places have a lot of snow.
Because we had that happen to us in November, and a cold rush, it says came from Canada actually, which probably came from Siberia as well. So, hi Alexander, how are you today?
I'm Olina, but Alexander is working now.
Okay,
I'm
hi
Alexander
Alina.
Live.
Okay.
Hi, Holly.
Hi. So, and remind me where you are from.
I'm from Canada, but earlier I lived in Ukraine.
Okay, the Ukraine. Okay, and you were in my class like about a month ago, right? Have you been in my class before?
Yes, but I have I had bad internet, but now it's good. I think.
Excellent. I do remember that you were somebody from the Ukraine living in Canada. So and we've got some people from Brazil living in Canada, and so we've got a lot of people from all over the place. That's great. Well, welcome. All right.
Thank you.
So let's go ahead and get started, and hopefully other people will join as time permits. Today we're going to talk about when you discuss in English how you can basically how you structure an argument. And so we're going to discuss that. But the first thing I want to hear from you all is, what typical topics do you discuss with your colleagues at business meetings? When you are thinking about when you discuss it at work, what kinds of things do you discuss? So, and Heidi, what do you discuss?
Actually, I'm Japanese. Japanese people hate discussing.
Okay. Okay. So do Japanese people like small talk?
Yeah. For Japanese, a very important thing is cooperation. So if we have discussing with others, after that we have some people keep some bad feeling against
us. Okay.
We want to avoid that situation.
Okay. Okay. All right. So because does it feel like an argument? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So because of that, at meetings and so forth, you all, Japanese in general, try to keep things very light when you discuss, right?
Yeah, my case is okay. If someone says something about me in front of me, it's okay. I hate someone say something about me in my back.
Behind my back.
Behind my back. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we all do. I hate it, but then again, I don't necessarily like it when they speak to me in front of me either. So Alabek, how about you? What typical topics do you discuss with your colleagues at business meetings?
Does it mean that discussing themes of that relates with our working or business, or it's the common?
It can, but it's also, I think they're really talking. It can be what related to your business, or it could be common discussions. So.
maybe if we can look at some negotiation meeting, so the dialogue is very predictable, and it's determined yet, because yes, there's some a little bit of improvisation and negotiation is very good, but in general, when we have a meeting with because I'm a lawyer, you know, and I can't do something extra in the negotiation because I have some plan, yes. But when we have a business meeting with my other partners, so we're talking about maybe our future business projects or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Or do you talk about maybe the financial issues, or do you talk about
yes,
current events at all, or?
Yes, about the current financial crisis. We can call it crisis, I think, already. Maybe some of the political situation in the world, or even in our state, something, yes, like, or if it's possible and we have a little break, we can talk about some sports events or something.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. All right, Alina, how about you guys? What do you, what typical topics do you discuss with your colleagues at business meetings, or at meetings in general?
Okay, so sometimes we are discussing about culture of another country. Sometimes we are discussing about political situation in Ukraine, because it's very very popular topic now. Political situation in Ukraine, war in East Ukraine, and sometimes we are discussing about different the weather between another country, and so on and so forth.
Okay. You have made you have made an error that I think everyone in this class is going to benefit from. Okay, because in English there are some words that you do not actually put a preposition behind. It's really common for non-native speakers to say discuss about and explain about, but in reality we are discussing political situations. So we don't actually put a preposition between discuss and what we're discussing. So they will discuss the situation.
Wow, yes.
Yeah, so that is a very, very common error that's made by non-native speakers. So everybody, I think, in this room will have benefited from that that error. So very good, very good. So, but you have a lot of different discussions that you guys participate in. So awesome. All right, we have somebody new who's joined us. Welcome, Ming.
Hi, T.
Hi. You changed your avatar.
Yes,
that is new.
I had been using the other avatar for a very long time. So I decided to change it.
Now remind me, you are from Hong Kong, right?
No, China.
China, okay. Hong Kong is China, but it's different. So,
yeah, same country.
Yeah.
But not same.
Same, but not the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me, Ming, what typical topics do you discuss with your colleagues at business meetings?
Just about problems we're having, and what strategy is the best one to handle the situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. Thank you.
I was curious what you were discussing, like a minute before I came in.
Okay. Yeah. What I was talking about is someone in the class made an error, and we had the words discuss and we had the words explain, and a person made the error with the word discuss, but it's very common for people to use about. Usually, a lot of people want to say, "Let's discuss about the situation," or I will explain about the situation. And in reality, in English, there is no preposition with these two words. So they will discuss the situation. We will explain the situation. And so it's a very
important.
Yeah, but it's not. It doesn't when you add the about, it doesn't change the meaning of what you're saying. So native speakers will hear you. They will. Some of them won't even realize you're wrong because they won't be listening for grammar. They'll be listening for content, and so it's not it's not a huge error. It's not one that is going to hurt your chances or anything like that. It's just a real common one that I hear a lot. So, and my 11 years in Finland, I think I heard it every day. So.
Well,
right.
I have another question about the two sentences on the top. On the second sentence, you have the article the, but in the first one, when it's in gerund form, you don't have the. Can you explain?
And the reason is because we have political as an adjective in front of it. We can actually say we are discussing the political situations, or you can just not have anything at all because I mean we are discussing political situations, and if there's basically we are discussing political situations in general. But if you add the, it's a specific political situations.
Okay.
Okay. And so that's why I don't think that the original speaker actually put the in there, so I didn't either. So.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good questions. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go start out going through structuring an argument, and then after that, then we will get to talking and specifically talking about giving opinions on specific situations. So, so let's read the following extracts from two discussions and study how the underlined words and expressions are used to structure the arguments. Oh, we have a company's financial problems. Okay, Alina, could you read? Could you read until right here, until payment?
I have to read, yes?
Yeah.
Company's financial problems. As regards our cash flow situation, we are having problems with slow payers. Telephone, I think we need to deal with the situation urgently. In the first place, we should consider imposing penalties for late payments. For example, if a client pays 10 days late, they would have to pay a fixed amount of interest on the due payment.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Yeah. All right. Very, very good. Yeah. So we've got penalties here, and need to deal penalties.
With. Deal.
Yeah. Deal. Okay. All right, Alibek, could you read the rest of the paragraph?
Okay. Okay, Holly, if is it possible, can you move it to the left side a little bit?
To the left side. I can make it bigger and then I can move. Bear with me a moment.
Okay, I'll try to.
Moving it to the left side right now. There. Does that help?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
What's more, we should call. Yes. should I start with that? What's more? Okay, what's more, we should call our clients more often to insist on prompt payment. In fact, I think we should hire a credit controller responsible for collection late payments rather than leaving this task to the accountant. I realize that our clients may find these measures rather strict, but if we explain to them carefully and tactfully that these steps are very necessary, they should understand. After all, we do have very good relationship with them, and we have given most of them generous discounts this year.
Okay, generous. Okay. All right. Man, I don't know what this black spot is doing right here. Bear with me. Okay. Are there any words or phrases that you guys do not know in this text? I'm assuming you're silent means that we're fine, Holly. Okay. All right. So the point of this is to talk about these words that are underlined. So as regards, therefore, in the first place, for example, what's more, in fact, and after all. Do you guys know what all of these mean? Have any questions about any of these? No? Oh, everybody's fine? Yeah, and basically what this person has done is they have discussed the company's financial problems, and he has organized it using these words that are underlined to make it flow better. As a native speaker who's fluent, we can do this a lot of times without thinking about it, but it is not completely always natural for non-native speakers until they know the phrases. So, all right, we have the prison system. Heidi, could you read up till about right here?
Mm-hmm. Right here. Please stop me. The prison. Okay, I believe that too many people who break the law are sent to prison these days. On the whole, the system doesn't work. Although studies show that most ex-prisoners continue to commit crimes after they are released, more and more people are being imprisoned. The system can be improved in so many ways.
Okay, thank you. Mm-hmm. Okay, and Ming, could you read the next one?
Okay. Teenagers, for instance, should be given lighter punishments, at least for less serious offenses. In addition, education and training should be improved. In other words, we should prepare prisoners for life outside jail. However, regarding very serious crimes, I think that we have no choice but to keep such criminals in jail for the maximum periods of time.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. All right. So, do you guys understand these words? On the whole, although, for instance, in addition, in other words, however, and regarding. Is everybody okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's go on. So that's a person who has made an argument. So the underlined and words and expressions serve different functions. Let's go through this table real quick. We have introducing a new topic. We have as regards or regarding. Giving or adding a new point. We have in the first place, what's more, or in addition. Describing a general situation would be on the whole. Giving an example, for instance. Introducing a contrasting idea would be however or although. Modifying a previous statement or changing a previous statement would be in fact. Simplifying a previous statement, in other words. Supporting a previous statement would be after all. Introducing the logical result of a situation, you would say therefore. Now we have other phrases, expressions. Can you add these to the table? Okay, so I want to make this a little bit smaller. And if you're having trouble seeing, you're more than welcome to download the. I put the link, I believe, on this right here. So please just go ahead and download that. That way you can see it. Okay. So let's start with Alina. Can you choose a word that and put it in the right category? Word, choose an expression. I'm sorry. Alina?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe I didn't understand your question.
Okay. These words right here, these words in green, where in the table do you think they would go? Any ideas? If you don't know, that's totally fine. It's totally fine to not know, because that's why you're here, right? To learn. So.
Oh, maybe we'll try another student.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. Then, Alabek, what do you think?
Well, it's hard for me, but I think as far as we can put to the maybe to modify a previous statement. In fact.
Yeah, as far as something is concerned. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And Heidi, do you want to try?
In short,
Oh, sorry. I don't know how that happened. Okay, in short.
In short, it maybe modifying a previous statement.
Actually, I think it's simplifying. Modifying is making it
yes.
Changing it slightly, but it is simplifying that.
Simplifying, yeah, I found it.
Yeah. Yeah, so in short. So, okay, all right. And Ming, what do you think?
Any one of them?
Anyone, yeah.
Actually is introducing a contrasting idea.
Yep, it is, actually. Okay, and hi, Ake, welcome.
Yes, hello, how are you?
Hello. Is your computer has your computer loaded?
Yes, I loaded.
Perfect. So do you think you can put some of these expressions in the right category?
What should I do?
Yeah, choose one of these expressions and see if you can put them in the right category.
Okay. Okay. Describing. As a result, probably introducing the logical result of situation.
Yes, as a result would be towards the end, exactly. Okay. All right, and And Alina, can you figure one out, or do you want me to pass? It's totally fine.
Maybe in general, it's like, for example.
In general, yeah, that would actually be this one, describing a general situation, on the whole or in general, right here.
On the whole, in general.
Yeah, so just
a mistake.
Yeah, no, that's why that we need mistakes. That's how we learn, right? So,
firstly, in the first place.
Yeah, firstly would be introducing a new, giving it, or adding a new point right here. So firstly, okay. All right, and Alibek, can you choose one anymore?
Yes. I think that despite this is introducing a contrasting idea.
Introducing.
Hello.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, and we have, looks like we have just a couple more. So Heidi, can you choose one?
Overall, introducing the logical, no, supporting the previous point.
Okay, which one?
Overall.
Okay. Overall, supporting yes. Overall is supporting a previous point. Okay, and Ming.
Additionally, giving or adding a new point.
Yeah, this is a giving or adding a new point. Perfect. Okay, and I believe we got. Do we have it as? Yeah, we have them all. Excellent. Okay, so now let's see if we can add some of these expressions into the next section. If my computer will work right. Okay. Okay, so we have. Let's have each person read one sentence. Okay. Actually, yeah. Okay, could you start with the first sentence?
On the whole, I think that outsourcing is a good thing good thing for companies.
Okay, thank you. Alina, could you read the next sentence?
For many firms, outsourcing work to a cheaper region of the world in one way of reducing costs.
Yeah, so is one way.
Of,
thank you. All right, and Alibek.
Okay, the cost of labor in India. Okay, in India is much lower than in the West. So many Western companies have set up also. The cost of labor in India maybe.
Could anybody help him?
Maybe actually, or in general.
Cost of labor in India. Yeah, let's put in general there. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, can you finish the rest of the sentence?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, so many Western companies have set up call centers there and are able to provide a cheaper service to their customers.
Okay. Heidi, can you read the next one?
In fact, there are also several drawbacks for companies that outsource.
Okay. All right, thank you. And Ming, can you do the next one?
However, there are also several drawbacks for a company that outsources.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Okay, next one.
There are also several drawbacks for companies that outsource source.
Okay, the next one.
Okay, lack full control over the works. As a result,
I would say firstly.
Firstly, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Can you read the whole sentence?
Okay, there are also several drawbacks from companies that outsource. Firstly?
No, the firstly is the first word of the sentence.
Oh, okay. So, firstly, they lack full control over their work since they have to trust other companies to train and manage the staff.
Okay, and Alina.
Yeah.
Okay, can you do the next one? And wait, let's all help each other with this next.
Despite these cultural differences means that customers don't always receive a nice standard of service.
Okay, despite this.
Maybe despite this, yeah?
Let's see.
Ah, good.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
In addition?
Huh?
In addition?
Alina.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody needs to mute.
I think the 6 is in addition.
Let me see. To train and manage the staff. Firstly, they lack full control of their work since they have to trust other companies to train and manage the staff. Despite this.
Because it's adding
you're right. Okay.
New point.
Okay. I actually read it differently than actually how it is. So I think both Alina and I read it a little bit different. You're right. And I can't change it. So, okay. So in addition is number 6. In addition.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can get to this. Okay, bear with me a moment. Okay. In addition, okay. And Alibet, can you do the next one?
Okay. I don't know. Maybe. Despite this, the countries where outsourcing projects are based, much needed jobs are provided, and the local economy usually benefits.
Okay, that works. That works much better. Okay, and then the next sentence, Heidi.
As a result, or overall?
I would say overall.
Overall, the condition under which they work are far from ideal, and I can see, and many suffer from stress.
Okay, so overall, there is always the risk of exploitation. So, many workers are paid too little and have to work long hours. Okay, and Ming, could you do the last one?
The conditions under which they work are far from ideal, and many suffer from stress. For instance.
Okay. Instance. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, that's right, because Alibek told me he would be leaving early. Okay. Thank you very much. This is actually very, very difficult, even for native speakers to do. So I applaud you all for doing this. Now let's complete the table with the following expressions. We have absolutely, I totally agree with you. I'm afraid I don't really agree. That might be true, but you must be joking. I absolutely disagree. I'd go along with that. I'm not sure about that. Yes, you're right. You were right to a certain extent, but so okay, can you choose one of them and put them in the right category? Either strong agreement, agreement, partial agreement, disagreement, or strong disagreement.
Absolutely strong agreement.
Absolutely a strong agreement. Okay. And Alina, can you choose one of these?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think it's agreement.
Okay. Actually, I think, yeah, it is.
I think it's a strong agreement.
Well, I think it's between, because
Because totally.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I'm not on today, I think. Okay, I totally agree with you. It's strong agreement. Thank you, Heidi, for questioning me. Totally agree.
Strong agreement.
Okay. Next one, Heidi, can you choose one?
I'm afraid I don't really agree with disagreement.
Okay, which one? I'm afraid I don't agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Don't really agree. Okay, and Ming. Ming, are you there?
Sorry.
Okay, no worries.
I'd go along with that agreement.
I'd go along with that as agreement. Yes. Okay, and okay.
Yes, you must be joking. I think it's stronger disagreement.
It is strong disagreement, definitely. You must be joking. It's actually it's really sarcastic, and I know in some cultures the sarcasm isn't really common, but for the cultures where it is really common, this is a very strong sarcastic statement. Okay, Alina.
Yeah. What may be true, but I think it's a partial agreement.
That might be true, but yes.
Partial.
That is
yeah?
partial agreement.
Partial agreement.
Yes. Computer's being slow right now. Okay. Okay, and Heidi.
I absolutely disagree. Strong disagreement.
Strong disagreement. Disagree. Okay. All right, and Ming, can you choose one?
You're right to a certain extent, but it's partial agreement.
Yes. Okay, and then one of the last ones, Ake.
Okay. What else? Yes, you are right. Sounds like agreement, but strong, a bit stronger than agreement.
No, it's just total agreement. It's
agreement.
It's agreement. Yeah. Yes. Okay. And do we have all of them? I'm not sure about that. How about I'm not sure about that?
And sentences, you're right to a certain extent, but maybe it's partial agreement.
Yeah, I just didn't type that one. So okay, but how about I'm not sure about that one? Where would that one go?
I'm not sure about that. It's partial agreement, maybe.
Actually, it's not. It's a disagreement. So if you say I'm not sure about that, would be it's a disagreement, but if people are not really listening, they don't realize it. So this one is if you say I'm not sure about that, it's not very strong at all. And like Heidi, you were saying that the Japanese don't like to sound like they are being controversial or argumentative. That would be a very good phrase for you to use because it's very soft. So okay, I think we got all of these phrases right. I think we did. Okay, let's go on. Let's go on and practice. So as a group, let's agree or disagree to the following opinions using expressions from this exercise. So the first statement here, Ake, talk to us. Outsourcing is a good thing for companies and economies. Do you agree or disagree? And tell us your opinion.
That might be true, but it also causes a side effect to the economy.
Talk to us. How?
How can I say? Outsourcing nowadays, company opened a factory overseas, and maybe company might get a profit, but local people, domestic people cannot get. You know, they might lose their job.
Okay, excellent. Now, does everybody agree with that? Ming, do you agree with him?
I go along with that.
I go along with that. Okay, excellent. So in China, there are a lot of companies that have outsourced to China, correct? Or are you familiar with that?
No.
Okay, I know that having lived in Finland, a lot of the companies were starting to outsource to China. And China and Finland had a very good working relationship. So, all right, the next one, Alina.
Yeah.
What do you think about this? Number 2, smoking should be banned everywhere.
Smoking should be banned everywhere.
Do you agree or disagree?
I think it's a partial agreement.
Okay.
Is but.
Okay. So talk to us. Why do you agree with me up to a point, but?
Because anybody likes do it.
Do you smoke?
No. No, in my family, nobody smoked.
Okay. Yeah. In my opinion, I absolutely disagree with this statement because, and I'm not a smoker, and the only people who smoked were my maternal grandparents, my mother's parents, but once smokers lose rights, then they will start picking on another group. So.
Yes, I agree with you in this question, but everybody have to decide it for he or she self, do it or not.
Yeah, so him or herself. Him or
herself. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Heidi, what do you think? What is your opinion? The best way to learn a language is to live in the country where it is spoken.
That might be true, but nowadays the internet is much advanced, so we can talk to other the people living in that place or native speakers many times, as much as you want. So if you and even there are many YouTube videos. Actually, I'm listening to YouTube videos. Many times. It's much better than living in the other countries because I don't have any friend, for example, in America. maybe I'll be very quiet. Instead, staying in Japan, I can listen to the YouTube video. It's very effective.
And also attend a class like this.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. You know, you have Alina from the Ukraine, Ming from China, Alabek was from Kazakhstan, you know, and then I'm from the U.S. So, yeah, and you know the disadvantage to going to the institutes in the country, you know, the language schools, they're very good, and you know, I taught I've taught in several language schools, but the disadvantage is everybody's all one language. So the only accent you learn is your teacher's. So.
Yeah, and even only rich people can do that.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah, that I didn't know.
If I live in America, I need to pay a lot of money for apartment or school and a lot of things.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about the language schools in Japan, for example, the academies.
And Holly, speaking about me, I learned English only 1 year, and I understand my teacher, but I don't understand Canadian people.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that would be an example right there, because you're living in Canada, and you don't understand. Do you spend very much time with Canadians at all, or do you mostly spend time with other foreigners?
Yes.
With other foreigners? Yeah. So, yeah. So somehow you need to find a hobby that. You know, find a hobby that you can do where you can meet some Canadians. Do you have any kids? No, you have cats. You have 2 cats, right?
Kids?
No children, right?
No children. I don't have kids.
I think that was did your husband take a class from me once?
Yes, sometimes maybe my husband will be in your class.
Yeah,
and he's working.
Because he told me that he lived in Canada with his wife and 2 cats. I think it was it wasn't him.
2 children. No kids.
No kids. Okay. Well, cats. He said this is maybe it wasn't. Do you have animals? Do you have a pet?
No.
Okay, then it must have been somebody else.
Yes, in Canada, no, we don't have, because very difficult to find apartment for rent with animals, with pets. Very hard.
All right. All right, let's go to the next one. Ming, if you want to get a good job, experience and qualifications are very important. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree to a certain extent, but I think depends on what country you're in, your command of their language, their culture, and your interview skills are also important, because your experience and qualifications can get you the interview, but the other half is to sell yourself in the interview, which is
absolutely
very, very important.
Now in some countries it isn't. We have a saying in the States, in English. Tell me if this is right in your countries. It's not what you know, it's who you know. You guys know what that means?
Yes.
Is that the same? It's a fairly common in the U.S. If you know somebody that can help you get a better job, that's always better. Is it the same in China?
I think it's more true in China, where if your parents know someone who's in a position that can give you a job, your job search will be much, much easier, because you're basically guaranteed a job through your parent who knows who's friend with the guy who's could be your boss.
Yeah. I remember when I graduated from university, I went out and I got a job in a big corporation, and I started out on the very bottom. And about a couple years later, I met these guys who graduated the exact same time I did from university, and they were 2 levels above me in the company. And the reason they was because one of the guys got the job because his dad knew somebody, and he helped his friend get the job. So. And I was like, it's true. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Is it the same in Japan, Ake?
Maybe hire using negotiation kind of network or something.
Networking, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes happens, but sometimes don't.
Okay, yeah. So it's more of what you know. How about in the Ukraine? Alina?
Oh, sorry.
Do people get... oh, you weren't listening? No worries.
Yeah.
That happens. I know that I've had 2 students tell me that they get tired after 20 minutes, and I need to change up every 20 minutes. So, okay, now number 5. Ake, what do you agree with this or disagree? You can never trust salesmen.
Yeah, I mostly agree because salesmen focus on the sales. They have a kind of normal. Normal is English. Yeah. So yeah, sometimes salesmen recommend me a kind of suitable stuff, but sometimes they don't. So basically, focusing point is different from me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, did you say normal?
Normal kind of obligation to sell. How many, for example, how many cars you should sell in this month.
So they have
usually has that kind of obligation from company.
In English, we would say
quota.
They have a quota.
Okay, quota.
Quota that they have to meet. So they have to sell a certain number of cars, or they have computers or whatever each week or each day or each month. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Alexander, it's easier to speak English on the phone than face-to-face. Do you agree or disagree with that? Not Alexander, I'm sorry, Alina.
Yes. Oh, I strongly disagree with this expression because speaking about me, when I see phone number on my phone, I'm afraid.
Afraid to answer.
Yes, afraid to answer, but I don't understand questions, and I strongly disagree. It's speaking about me.
And this is one where you can say, "You must be joking." So, all right. Heidi, how about this one? People who drink and drive should receive lighter punishments.
I strongly disagree with that.
Okay.
Because yesterday I was watching TV about an Italian situation. In front of bar, there are many cars parking. Then I was surprised. Recently, in Japan, people, if they go to some pub or the place to drink, they leave their car in their house or office. Because punishment is nowadays punishment is very strict.
I think that. Go ahead.
If you drive after drinking some alcohol, then police find you some smell of some alcohol from your breath. You will be pay a lot of money as a fine.
And you could end up in prison as well because maybe you've killed somebody. So, yeah, and that's one thing I really like about living outside of the U.S. because when a lot more people outside of the U.S. Will take public transportation if they're going to be drinking. Where in the U.S. a lot of people will. There isn't, for example, in my state, there isn't public transportation for that reason. So. But one thing that's nice is if you're a designated driver, at least at one time, I don't know if it's still true, a designated driver is a person who doesn't drink when they're with a group of friends, and so usually the bars and the pubs will give free Cokes and stuff like that to
several
them.
years ago, a drinker hit another car. In that car, there are 4 members, 2 children and parents. The car fell down from the bridge. Then the 2 little kids died in the river.
Oh, no.
Then after that, the punishment became more strict. Then at first, 4 people were arrested by police. Then they didn't have any accident, but the driver smelled alcohol very strong. Then he needed to pay 1 million yen. It means $10,000.
Wow. Yeah.
So
wow. But
people are afraid
he
of
didn't. He didn't end up in prison.
No.
Okay.
Not prison because he smelled strong alcohol. Only that. He didn't have some accident.
Okay. In English, we have it's something that's called vehicular manslaughter. And that's where you kill somebody by accident with the car, and if it's because of a DUI, which is driving under the influence, it's even worse. If it's just an accident and the person just honestly made a mistake, then you're not going to do any jail time. But so that's one thing that we have in the States. I don't know if it's like that everywhere. But anyway, it looks like we are out of time. I hope you guys learned some new words, some new phrases, and had some a chance to practice. And hope to see you in another class. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Holly.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.